Hey you guys, I'm back. I just want to come and share this word with you all. This prophetic word and this word of encouragement and something that I just learned with the Lord. So I pray that all is well with you all. I pray that I could be an encouragement to someone as the Lord encouraged me even through this situation. You guys know I recently moved into my home, and like I said on previous videos that I had issues trying to find out which mailbox was mine. My community, my neighborhood, all the mailboxes are together, so it's not like we have a mailbox in the front of our home. We have to walk and use a key. So I had the key, but I just didn't know which mailbox was mine. So I've been dealing with this for about a week and a half or two. Trying to figure out which mailbox is mine, going back and forth to the post office, and even dealing with my landlord, asking her, what's the issue or what can I do. But anyway, make a long story short, I remember when I was dealing with the mailbox thing, I was trying to figure out which mailbox is mine. So I even went to the post office, and she was saying that the carrier wasn't there, so she didn't know which one was mine, that I would have to come back up there. But anyway, make a long story short, I just ended up going home that day, and I was like, Lord, you could tell me which mailbox is mine. Like, you could do that. Like, I use you for everything else, or I ask you for everything else, so to help me find certain things. Like, you could tell me which mailbox is mine, right? Like, you could do that. So I just prayed and asked the Lord to tell me or show me which mailbox is mine, and he did, you guys. He told me which number. He told me that number 11 was my mailbox. But I still went back and forth with him with the number 11, but the number 11 was confirmation for me, because he's been dealing with me with the number 11. Okay, you guys? So anyway, he told me the mailbox number. I still kind of went back and forth and doubted it. I never even went to go and check if that was the mailbox. Even when he told me the number, you guys, I just kept it to myself. And then the next day, the following day, my landlord, she called me, and she confirmed to me that, hey, the last tenant said that number 11 was the mailbox of where you live. And I'm like, okay. And I just busted out laughing. I was like, Lord, forgive me, because you did tell me which mailbox it was, okay? You did share with me. I asked you for that, and you gave. It didn't take long. He told me immediately. I just went back and forth with him. And then the following day, my landlord, it was the same thing. So I was just like, God, forgive me, for doubting you or not trusting you in what you told me. So anyway, once my landlord told me, I was like, okay, well, I'll go and check the mailbox now that I know for sure that this is the mailbox. And once the people finish working in the home, I'm going to walk down. Me and the kids are going to take a walk and go check the mailbox. So you guys, I go to the mailbox, and I walk to the mailbox, and I stick the key in, and it will not budge. It will not turn left. It will not turn right. It will not go up and down. It won't do anything. So I just did like a big huff and a puff, and I was just like, oh, I'm just tired. I'm just over it, because I have mail. I got things that are coming in. So it was just like, I stood there for about 2 to 3 minutes playing with it and trying to get it open. And I'm like, you know what? I was all like, you know what, Lord, you know what's going on with this mailbox and these keys and whatever else. I'm just tired. I'm tired of dealing with it. You just gonna have to take care of it, because I ain't even got no more time to even keep dealing with this today. I got people in my home fixing things up. Like, let me just go back to the house, and I'll just worry about this key. I'll worry about this mailbox later. Anyway, I go back home, and the workers are working in my home, and about an hour or two later, I receive a text message to my phone, y'all. And the text message said, hi, Mrs. Heard. I'll be at your mailbox on whatever street the mailbox is on. Can you meet me there in 5 minutes? I must have almost dropped my phone. Like, I was all like, wait a minute, like, how did this person even get my number? And I remember going to the post office, but I don't remember sharing. Of course, they probably found my information in the system, but I was like, I don't remember sharing information. Or the lady was like, she really couldn't help me at the time. Like, she didn't have the information that I needed. She actually told me that I would have to come back. So I don't know if she just told him or shared with him my information or what I was trying to figure out. But anyway, the mailman ended up texting my phone. God is so good. God will work things out for you, and people will do things for you when you're his child and when you're his children. They will do things that they don't normally do, because mail carriers are on a tight schedule, you guys. The postal workers are hard workers, and hats off to you guys. You guys, it was just like, God is so good, because I was irritated and heated at that moment. I was kind of confused earlier that day when I couldn't get the key, get the mailbox door open, because I was just tired. I was worn out, you guys. I was like, why would he even tell me the mailbox number and it don't even work, and da 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 da. And we can go back and forth with the Lord and question why certain things, or why he didn't say this, or why he didn't say that. But the Lord had to tell me, Michelle, you just asked me for the mailbox number. You didn't, that's what you asked me for, and I gave it to you. I didn't say nothing about the key. I didn't say nothing about if it worked or if it's going to work. I was just cool with, oh yeah, this my number, this it. And I just was under the impression of it was going to work because I had the key. But I needed the Lord for all the keys. I needed him for everything. Is what he was telling me, and what he was showing me is to even be more specific in our prayers, you guys. Our Lord is not a genie, okay? He's not no magician, okay? Okay? And we don't need to treat him in that way either. But we need to be specific in our prayers and what we're asking him. But I believe that was just a teaching moment for me and a learning experience for me. And the Lord is good in the way that he teaches his children, He gave me exactly what I needed. The mail carrier opened up the door for me, told me what I needed to do to go get another key. I had the wrong key, basically. But I just thought I everything was all dee-dee-da, because I was like, oh, I got the number. Oh, I know this confirmation too, because she even said it's number 11. And when I should have just trusted the Lord even more, besides him just telling me my mailbox number, I should have even asked him and gave him thanks for even just showing me which one was mine and telling me, and I should have just been more specific. But I didn't know that, and then that's how we get. Sometimes we feel like, oh, God answered this, so everything else I could take care of this, or I could do this, on my own. But the Lord just was showing me, he was just teaching me, you guys. I pray that this story is not everywhere. It's just awesome of how he works. Like, I was overwhelmed with that mailbox issue, you guys, and just as soon as I said, you know what, I'm not worried about it, I'm just going to give it to him. He's going to have to take care of this thing. I'm not going to have to do this. He's going to have to do it just as soon as and just as quick as I let that go and said that he's going to take care of it. Less than an hour and a half, the mail carrier come texting me. What mail carrier, is trying to tell you to come pick up your mail. The Lord is good. But he was saying transition, keys, and doors. Transition, keys, and doors. The definition of transition is the process or a period of changing from one state or condition to another. He gave me scripture for transition. I have not commanded you, this is Joshua chapter 1 verse 9. I have not commanded you. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. He also gave me Deuteronomy chapter 31, verse 8. The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. He also gave me Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 through 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, submit to him, and he will make your path straight. So the Lord is just good, and I'm just grateful, and I'm just thankful. Like, he is awesome. He spoke to me through some keys in a mailbox. I'm just grateful, and I'm just thankful, and I'm just asking you guys on today, trust the Lord and use him and ask him for help in anything.